New Comic Wednesday!
Doo 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 doo. Comic book day.
What the hell's going on? You can see me. Who's that guy over there?
Hey,
He talks. That's my brother Andrew.
I was the cameraman last week. Now I'm in front of the camera.
With the man hands video, we did the Silver Surfer, the slabbing your own thing. That
Yes.
turned out well.
Yes, got a lot of views and everything. People liked it.
That was my hands.
Those were your hands. That was my camera skills.
That was, couldn't see it, but that was your sack back there.
This is true. This is true. That was pure sackage behind you.
This is a whole new format. Comic book dad's bringing it hard. This is new format, and we're going to be podcasting. Crazy. We're going to expand. We're going past new comics. We're going to movies. We're going to TV. We'll
Video
dibble dabble.
games we'll go into.
We'll dibble dabble.
We'll go everywhere.
We'll
Anything
dibble
everywhere
dabble.
we can, sir.
You like your shirt? That's it. The green Superman.
Got a lot of compliments at Wizard World last year with this, so why not?
He kryptonite himself to death.
We did.
It's a terrible shirt.
It's a great shirt.
I got
People-
Stormtroopers.
You got Stormtroopers. We're not really
Little
delving into
paint
Star
on there.
Wars, but hey, why not?
Well, we can always.
We can always.
There's a movie coming.
That's true. Episode 9.
So if you guys aren't seeing this, you can hear this.
You can listen to us.
How do we sound?
Let us know.
We're going to be drinking. Things might go off the wire, off the train. I'm drinking a Moscow Mule,
As am
provided by
I.
my wife. He's drinking a Moscow Mule.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Here's to
You
that.
can't see it. You can see it. You can hear it. I'll taste it. Anybody out there that wants to be a sponsor, a vodka sponsor, we love it.
Let us know.
Let
We
us-
drink it.
We do. Let's go right into it, guys.
What is
It
today?
is New Comic Wednesday. We got 2 in the drawer. Pick them up there, Andrew. What do you think we got over there?
Well, looks like we got some DC and some Marvel action here. So, what do we have here?
That is Event Leviathan #1.
Go on.
Bendis? So it's a Bendis, man. I think it's a 5 or 6 parter. I don't know anything about it. That's a variant.
I think it is a 6-parter. You're right.
All right, and that fits the criteria. The criteria, if you don't know or if you're new, you go in the comic book shop, you get $10. You got to pick up a #1 or a new story arc, so we can all jump in. Weekly, we can jump in. We can get people in. I'm not going to recommend the number 59. You're like, oh fuck, I'm going to read 58 other books. No, we're going to jump you in with $10. Everybody can do it.
$10 a week.
You know anything about this?
I have heard about the new DC series. I have not read it yet. No.
You know what the word means?
Leviathan?
Uh huh.
Yes.
I don't. Can you tell me what it means?
Not right this second. I do not know right off
He's
the
a
bat.
bullshitter. First episode, and he's a bullshitter.
I know what a Leviathan is.
I don't.
All right. Well, we have Google for this world.
We can't Google it in the
No,
middle
we're
of the
not.
show.
It's fine.
All right, look. Well, anyway, who's that on the cover? Do you think? Looks like Darth Maul, but I don't think so.
It's DC, so it's not Darth Maul.
Not Darth. Well, just if you can't, you can see it if you're there, but you can hear it. Kind of looks like Darth Maul, minus the hood. A little bit cooler or less cool?
I mean, he looks robotic more. He's not Darth Maul. Darth Maul was the face paint.
I guess it's just the red in the hood.
He's a robot with a hood, yes.
Darth Maul wasn't a robot.
No, Darth Maul was a human until
Darth Maul,
until
sure.
Solo came out, where he had robotic legs.
Did you see that one?
Yes, yes.
I
Good
like
movie.
Solo.
It's a quality film. Everyone was
Solo
shitting
was
on it, but that was a good movie.
Is he gonna do anything else,
There
or
was
is
a
it just
kid,
a one and done?
Solo. They're working. They're saying they're trying to do more, but it didn't do good.
Really?
It didn't do good at all. It was
And that's all that it goes off of, whether it does good or not.
yeah, real. I mean, because now they're doing all those other Star Warses, the Weiss and Benioff's Game of Thrones dudes. They're getting a trilogy that's not Solo
Is
related.
that next?
It's supposed to be 2022, I believe.
He's bringing the movie news.
Yeah,
We're
I hit you
going
with
to
movies.
defer to Andrew for movie stuff. He's going to bring the movie heat. I'll chime in when I know something. He's the movie guy. He's been in some movies.
Yeah.
Creed.
Creed
Two.
2.
2. He's
Both.
in there.
I'm in both.
He's in both. Go find him. Find him. That's your challenge this week. Find him. Look at him.
I look the
Then
same in the movie.
Then find him.
Bald with
And then
glasses.
comment us. Like us, dislike us, comment us. Tell us if you found him in either of the Creed movies.
Easier in Creed 2. I'll give you that. A lot easier to find me in Creed 2.
Is it in the first hour or the second hour?
Oh, it's right at the end of the film. I am right in the middle of the frame.
Oh, he gave it away too much.
Well,
I
you're
want him
still
to
not,
find.
there's a lot. It's during a fight. You have a lot to look
Oh,
for.
you gave him too much. All right, Creed 2, find him. What? Oh yeah, look. Yes, you said it's a six-parter.
I believe this is a 6-part series. Yes.
Oh, we were dicking off into Star Wars.
Yes. Yes. No more solo movies as for Solo. It doesn't look good.
That's it.
Seems to be.
Rogue One was one and done.
Yeah. Well, that was a prequel. That was between three. That was between 3 and 4.
So they're all you could sit down and watch these in order, and they would make sense.
Yeah, it goes prequel trilogy. Yeah, prequels 1, 2, 3, Rogue One, 4, 5, 6, the classics, 7, 8, 9. Solo is I forget what that one is in between. That's before any of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I'm gonna itch my ear.
All right.
So the next series. Wait, we have this year. Is it this year that the movie comes out?
Episode 9 is coming out in December. I want to say the 18th, maybe. The Rise of Skywalker, December 18th, the big Christmas film of the year.
Can I ask you why it's called that?
Not sure. Either the Skywalkers are not. It's not just Luke Skywalker's name. It could be like that is the new form of a Jedi, the Skywalkers. Because if you're Rising in the 9th one, it's the last of the whole franchise, the Skywalker saga. Can't really rise with the normal movies.
Well, it just mean that the good guys are going to win?
Probably. It seems that they may end up just being, like I said, because the Jedi are technically eliminated after The Last Jedi. That's the name of the movie, The Last Jedi. Now, Skywalkers are like Jedi, but it's the new version.
What's going to happen with Rey? Are they going to do something different? And reveal some hidden...
They'll probably change what her, the whole story from number 8.
Palpatine's her dad?
He's in there, but I doubt he's the dad. I do doubt that he is the father.
You like how they can do that? Just
Change
younging
anything?
shit, people?
Do what?
The younging of the people. The de-aging of the people.
Oh no, I'm. It's weird. It's not like Leia looked okay.
She'll be back.
Yes, because they filmed a lot of her stuff before she died 3-4 years ago.
She died in real life.
Yes, and this was stuff they filmed from episode 7 or 8. So they're splicing that into episode 9. She's been dead.
You like the de-aging?
It didn't look like the de-aging looks good in some things, but in episode or in what was it, Rogue One, with what's his face?
Grand Moff Tarkin?
Yeah, Grand
He
Moff.
looked weird.
He looked very computerish,
Yeah.
looked very CG, and I couldn't he blinked, but I couldn't believe that was him because I knew it wasn't.
How old was that?
I mean,
Not like when it just came out, or were they de-aging way
they were
before that?
de-aging before that. They're just Disney
Why did it look so shitty then?
because they were trying not to de-age. He's dead. He's not really there.
Is that dead?
No, he is dead. So they had to digitally make him essentially.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay,
Like
okay.
Leia or anyone else de-aging is usually there.
So what? This one new Smith movie? He filmed all these parts, and
Yeah.
then they just stuck him in the computer and sucked his face off.
Yeah, Gemini Man.
Oh
yeah,
shit! And
he's
they
got-
just made the whole Grand Moff Tarkin.
yeah.
Sorry about all that speaking.
I mean, there's a person playing it, but then they had to impose Grand Moff's face and everything on it. Grand Moff, he's a good character, but he looked weird in that movie.
So Age of Skywalker, no.
Rise of Skywalker. So that's you're rising up. It's the 9th and final film,
And then it's dead.
and then they're taking 3 years off.
And they're gonna go maybe Old Dominion, Old Republic.
Knights of the Old Republic is
Yeah.
what I'm hearing might be the next franchise,
Now
which would be badass.
that's way before.
That's 1,000 or 3,000 years before anything. That's nothing to do with any Skywalkers, any of that.
Still Jedi stuff.
Yeah, I believe the Jedi were in there and everything. Yes. I mean that game
Ooh.
back on the Xbox, the original Xbox,
Did you play it?
great game.
It was great.
Episode 1, the first one was great. Second one was good too.
It wasn't one of those I hit you and 8 of your powers go away and you hit me. And
No,
6
it
of
was
my powers
it was
go away.
not turn based. It
Turn-based
was
games are fucking worst.
was it turn based? I forget if it
You
was turn
love.
based.
I didn't play it,
I like
and there must have been a
It
reason.
was a great game.
Turn-based.
It was Star Wars. It was
Shitty.
Xbox. It was a great game. Great game.
The fatty.
The bad, yes, the Duke controller.
Wow.
Yes.
He has a name.
Yes, he had the name of the Duke.
I'm gonna take these headphones off for a minute and just rock for a minute.
Okay, see how it goes.
Let's see how it feels.
See how it feels.
Oh wow, this is a whole different
The
sound.
chords right there.
Don't you talk about my food.
Sorry
Alright, so
about that.
wait a second. Vet Leviathan.
Yes.
This turned into this because I said he looked like that guy.
Look like Darth Maul from everyone's favorite film, The Phantom Menace.
That's terrible. There's a good documentary on YouTube right now.
about the Phantom Menace
I
20th
watched
anniversary.
it. Yes. No, I don't know. I watched it.
Okay.
And it was good. It was like George Lucas was like, yo, Jar Jar. It's all about Jar Jar. He's going to make the film.
How he thought that was going to be.
Oh, my God. And like
Jar
Ewan
Jar.
McGregor was so young.
Yes.
Holy crap.
Yes.
Like, what had he been in before? Like that train movie? And that was it?
He was in Train Spotting.
Yeah.
Great film. Great British film.
Did they make a double?
Yeah, sequel, yes.
Sequel?
That came out about 20 years after the fact. First one had, what's his face from Hackers?
Oh, the hacker guy?
Yeah,
The main guy?
yeah, Johnny.
He played Sherlock Holmes.
Yes, in
Was that
Elementary.
good?
That show was weird. It lasted for a long time. I think it still might be on its final season.
What was that on CBS?
Yeah,
I
Elementary.
don't understand how things last on CBS. They go on forever.
Yes,
It's like the best network that's been on for that kind of thing.
NCIS has been
I
on
don't
15
get it.
years.
None of those shows do anything for me.
Big Bang Theory. Loved that show.
I've
That was
never
12
watched
years.
one episode.
Loved it. 12 years. It was well worth it.
My comedy is season whatever of Veep. God damn, go watch Veep. Just stop. Just stop this right now. Don't even watch any of those shit. Watch the final season of Veep.
You're not going to really understand where you're at, but hey,
it
go for it.
doesn't matter. They say the most ridiculous shit.
It's on HBO, so that's why you can get away with it.
I can't.
You're not getting away with it on CBS.
Oh my god, it's insane.
Yes.
All right, so they have a new trilogy coming out. It doesn't have anything to do with these past 9.
No.
Okay, it's gonna maybe be before.
Yes.
It's the dudes who did Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Did you
Weiss
like the
and
end
Benioff.
of Game of Thrones?
Absolutely not.
I didn't either.
After 8 seasons, you had 2 years in between to get that final season going. Way too rushed. Way too many character
Why did it take
changes
so
from
long?
everything. They wanted to make it, movie length, but they didn't even really on any of them except the last 2.
I heard that they were thinking about making 3 separate movies.
Yeah, they were planning on that, but
That
they
would've
wanted to end it because
Yeah.
they were going to do Star Wars. So let's end the biggest show ever.
They could have kept it going.
Yes,
They could have done. They could have kept the original pacing, which people dug.
I dug the hell out of the original
I
pacing
hated the original pacing
because you thought it was way. It took
Too
10
slow.
episodes to get
I got
from
one-
one
yeah.
place to another to cross a bridge.
Yeah, from walking Pennsylvania to fucking New York.
It took forever,
It took a whole season.
but it was deliberate.
Not just
It was
Pennsylvania,
paced.
New York.
It was deliberately paced.
They had horses.
Loved
It wouldn't
it.
have taken 10 feet.
Each episode is not real time. I love the original, but then the end, season
Pacing
8,
just changed.
they said, "Oh well, what you think is going to happen? We're going to change it." Daenerys changed everything about it.
Yeah. If you
Jon
haven't
Snow-
watched it by now.
Yeah,
tough
well,
one.
it's a month old.
one. Tough one.
Spoiler alert here:
Tough one.
Daenerys went Mad Queen.
I loved it. I love that.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Because I wasn't expecting that.
I saw it coming because they kept shadowing Mad Queen. She's a
That's
Targaryen.
right. Yeah.
You
But
know.
then that wasn't like. That was like way back.
Yes, that's why it all tied together.
Yeah, but it wasn't anything like it wasn't on the horizon at all. It wasn't
No.
in any of the episodes before that. It wasn't foreshadowing.
But then they cut
bringing
that
it
chick's
back.
head off, and that was it.
Yeah,
Melisandre or whatever, they sliced her head off. Daenerys went crazy.
that was terrible.
She just decided to destroy everything. It didn't matter. Men, women, children.
She fried everything.
Just the dragon just kept frying. It was good times. Then Jon
Fried
Snow.
everybody.
Yes. Everything about that show changed, though. It was very interesting. Didn't like where it ended.
No, I liked the final episode where the dragon like bumped
Destroyed the
her,
throne?
like he was nudging her, like that was a real human.
Yeah.
It was like you felt like it was like a dog, like you alive over there,
Yeah.
master? That was cute. And then he fried the thing just out of fucking
'Cause he knew.
rage.
He knew it wasn't Jon's fault. It was the throne that killed her.
Yeah, man, that was cool to see it melt. That was a good
Yeah,
shot.
that was cool. I mean, that was one cool shot.
That was a cool shot.
But in an hour and 20 minutes, the first 20 minutes are, what's his face walking around the wreckage, look at various pieces of rubble.
Yeah.
It was very slow for the final
I
episode.
don't like who sat on.
Yeah, where'd that come from? Oh, why do you think I traveled this far or something? He didn't have a good story. Like,
No,
spoiler
he was-
alert, but it
And
was
if
not
he was saying everything, the whole time. So he
Mhm.
was just setting it up for
Yeah.
himself.
it was foreshadowed for him.
And they said that first poster, something about the Raven was sitting.
The
on
original poster for the first season, yes, has
Yeah. Was that for
Ned
real?
Stark sitting there and the Raven on the corner.
Right. Is that like?
They might have known. They could have known, but
really?
I think they probably planned on having George Martin finish his books by now. But
Yeah, what the fuck's he doing?
and if they had done that, then it would have been a lot better. But alas, 8 seasons of Game of Thrones, 6 great seasons, 7,
I don't remember what happened last season.
7.
What were we on 8 now?
Yeah, 8 was the final one.
What was 7? Battle of
7.
the Bastards was great.
Yeah.
That was a great fight
Was that
scene
7?
with the bow and arrows.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, there was some great battles. There was some great sequences.
Yeah,
in
some good
7.
fights.
8 just didn't do it. 8 they
Yeah,
tried to
it
make movie length, and they just
I didn't
we're not
hate the
good.
lamb.
No, it was fine, but some of them it was added 20 minutes just to drag it into. We're gonna show more slow mo tracking shots or something. No need for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
okay.
but then the pacing was way too fast again. It just now he's here. He's been in the south of Mexico forever, and now he's all over
and now he's
Canada
up in
somehow.
Canada. Yeah, it was too quick.
Like,
yeah,
how'd he get there?
It didn't match.
It took 10 years for
It was
somebody.
mishmash, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. It wasn't done right.
They were just trying to make everything.
And with
come
that year
together.
off, it didn't make any sense.
No.
It ended like that.
No,
It was stupid.
you had all that time to prepare, and that's how you ended it. Game of Thrones, you let me down. Great show. It
Let me down too. Let us both down, you dipshits.
Could have been
Better
better.
not fuck up Star Wars.
Oh yeah, well.
Well, you can't fuck up Phantom Menace because that shit was terrible.
Oh,
So you do anything better than Phantom Menace, and you're
after
fine with me.
these 7, 8, and 9. 9's probably gonna be shit.
Why? That
8,
guy knows what to do.
Really, 7 was just 4 redone.
Tarantino's gonna make a new Star Trek, he said.
R-rated for
R-rated
no good
for
reason.
no reason. I don't even know
It's
why.
Star Trek.
What do you have to do? What are you gonna do to make it R-rated? Just so you can say fuck? You can hear
I
Captain Kurt say
think
fuck?
yeah, I think he said there's gonna be tons of profanity in there.
That's why you're going R?
Because
You couldn't cut that out?
he wants to show space violence. Like if somebody gets sucked out into the airlock, he wants to show you blowing up or something.
That's cool.
It's-
But that's not Star Trek.
That's not Star Trek at all.
But Star
Shatner-
Trek, I don't think it's Star Trek anymore.
No, Star Trek turned into Star Wars.
Right, which
Because
is cool, because
JJ
the original Star Trek sucked. You hear
a
me?
lot of hate for
You're
that.
saving?
A lot
You
of
hear
hate
me?
for that.
That shit sucks. Watch the first movie. That shit's garbage.
Star Trek, the first,
original.
the Star Trek, the movie sucks.
That's what I'm talking about.
Star Trek 2, Wrath of Khan,
All right.
amazing.
Fine, okay.
The Next Generation is one of the best shows ever.
Okay.
Picard.
All
Now they're doing the new
right.
Picard show.
Okay.
That's
Have
going to
you
be
seen the one on CBS?
of the
All
Discovery.
Access or some shit?
I don't pay for CBS. I'm not paying for it.
I'm not
It's a
paying for
subscription
CBS
service.
either, but I heard it's amazing.
I've heard it's good. Yeah, I watched the
It's
first episode.
Michonne, or not Michonne, Sasha
Yes.
from Walking Dead.
And Michelle Yeoh is the.
Sorry, that wasn't a,
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's Sasha.
It was Sasha. Yes.
Sasha.
Yes.
Sasha.
Sasha, Michelle Yeoh, and this year apparently was very good
I
too.
heard it was great.
I've heard good things. I'm not paying for all these apps
I'm
for
not paying
every single
I'm
channel.
not paying for CBS either.
CBS is a basic cable network.
This is all
It's been
access.
free for
You need to pay the access.
50 years.
Now you gotta pay for the new Disney Plus.
$7 a month. I'll probably be down with that. You're getting all Disney movies,
All
class, animated,
Bambi.
Pixar, everything. Bambi, Snow White,
Toy Story 4.
Toy Story. Yes, when that comes out on
When it
Blu-ray,
comes
yes.
out, you'll get Toy Story 4.
All your Marvel films.
All
of them.
Fantastic Four.
The Fox movies.
When
But
are
yes,
they
are.
coming?
2022, I just heard, I was reading recently. They're trying to reboot it in the MCU in 2022, I think. Peyton Reed might be directing
Who
it.
did it from the Wasp? Or Ant-Man? The director?
Peyton Reed?
There's something Wasp related or Ant-Man related, I heard.
Yeah.
The director or the writer
Hey,
or something.
Peyton Reed might be, I forget, he might be the one that did Ant-Man
Yes.
after Edgar Wright got kicked
Bound.
off of it.
Yeah, Bound.
Because he's a way different director.
Yeah.
But he's
So that
good.
might be cool. They have some comedy-esque stuff
Yeah.
there, and the Marvel's going to do it. Feige or Feige or
Kevin
Feige.
Feige,
He knows what he's
I
doing.
trust
Just give
the
it to
man.
him.
I mean, the man does what he does. He's made 22 films, he's produced 22 films.
I don't have my phone. I don't know where the hell my phone is. It was supposed to be, it was something. It was Black Panther 2.
Black Widow is being
Black
shot
Widow's
as we
being
speak.
shot, right. Black Widow. Black
Prequel.
Panther 2.
The Inhumans?
Nova. I heard something about Nova.
Yeah, I read about Nova might be happening.
Guardians 3.
After Suicide Squad 2, because
Right.
James Gunn has to do that to get to that, so he's doing DC, and then Marvel.
And then I heard 3 Avengers movies.
Yeah, I've been hearing
That's
about
New
this.
Avengers, Dark Avengers,
Uh,
Young Avengers.
I mean, these are all just things they're throwing out there.
Right.
It might not be, in 3 years, I think there will be another Avengers movie.
I heard that they're going to take a step back, cleanse themselves of the X-Men fiasco, and
Phoenix?
then go through all this shit. And then when X-Men dropped, gonna sit up like another 10 years of
Yeah,
MCU.
okay.
Like that's the plan.
But it might be a while,
Cleanse.
a ways away.
Yes.
You know, it's not happening tomorrow.
But it's not. It's got to happen because they didn't buy that shit to not use that shit.
It has to happen, but you
It could
need
be
some
five.
space.
It could be 8 years from now.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
need
know.
space because you just went through 19 years of X-Men films, and you between Logan, Deadpool 1,
Logan was
2,
great. Deadpool was great.
all the X-Men, the
X-Men.
original quadrilogy, I want to say. Then you had the new class. Vinny Jones is the Juggernaut. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
The first class or whatever.
First X-Men First Class.
First
Great
Class is
film.
great.
Love
Magneto.
First Class.
Magneto's going around killing them Nazis. That shit
Yes.
was great.
James McAvoy and
What about the new
Fassbender.
movie?
Dark Phoenix, the
Dark-
bomb
have
that
you seen
was.
it?
I have not. I did not get to see it
You
yet.
gonna see it?
It'll be gone from theaters by the time I get to see it, so it'll be gone. It made
Dark Phoenix Saga.
I think it made what 33 million this weekend. Pathetic. The first movie back in 1999 made like 50 million. That was 20 years ago.
You want to grab that book right there? Let's parlay this movie jab that we've been talking about for 20 minutes back into comics.
Boom, comics, X-Men, Dark Phoenix Saga.
Dark Phoenix Saga. Here it is. You want to get your hands on it and read it. But now, let's see what this collects. This collects, if you have them in your collection, go over your long box. This is Uncanny X-Men 129 through 137. I'm going to read right from the back, just so you can see what I'm talking about. An epic tale of triumph and tragedy. When the Dark Phoenix rises, the sun grows cold and universes die. Gathered by Charles Xavier, the X-Men have now dedicated their wondrous abilities to protecting mankind, even those who hate and fear them. Now those incredible individuals embark in an adventure that will span the cosmos. One of their own, Jean Grey, has unwittingly attained power beyond conception and has been corrupted absolutely. The X-Men must decide, is the life of the woman they cherish worth the existence of an entire universe? That sounds fucking phenomenal.
That sounds deep. Dark Phoenix Saga
Look at
was a
that.
classic.
That shit, that's cool, man. Oh, Cyclops. Holy
Yeah, if you took that story and did it originally.
Don't they go to the cosmos?
They
Don't
do. No, they go to the
space?
cosmos. Apparently, Dark Phoenix is semi-good,
Don't they
for
go to
that.
space?
but the problem with Dark Phoenix that came out this year was because X-Men: The Last Stand, if you remember, with Juggernaut in it, the Juggernaut bitch.
Juggernaut from Deadpool was cool shit.
Well, yes, that was
Look
cool.
at
That yes,
Uncanny
Phoenix.
X-Men 136.
Phoenix
Bam.
is great. The Phoenix Saga is a great saga.
It is a great saga.
But X-Men: The Last Stand from back in 2000 or whatever, that took the Dark Phoenix Saga, made Wolverine the main person that cared about Jean Grey. When this book has nothing to really do with Wolverine as the main character. Who's on the cover holding her?
Well, it's
Not
Cyclops.
Wolverine.
It's Cyclops, man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That was the problem.
Wolverine's sad. Look, he's in his face.
He's sad, but it was not. He was not the main person that worried about Jean Grey.
No, not at all.
But
Fuck.
they took
Plus, when they stuck dippity dipshits in it anyway, he's supposed to be like 5'2".
Dippity dipshits. Hugh Jackman.
Wolverine is 5'2".
Yes,
or
Tom
5'4",
Cruise could
or
be him.
He's 5'2", 5'4".
Yes,
or something.
he's a short.
He's under 5'5".
Yes.
I know that.
Shorter than me, and I'm a short little man.
That's what I'm saying. They ruined that.
Yes, but Hugh Jackman did great for 20 years.
Well, he's dead, but imagine Danny DeVito was doing it.
I read about that,
It's
and
terrible,
I hate
yeah.
life for that. It
It's
sounds
terrible.
pathetic.
It's terrible. Well, anyway, if we're trying to look at that. The Watcher. Look, the final thing is the Watcher. Look at that. The Watcher.
Gotta have the watcher.
He just watches.
He just watches from
I don't know
afar.
what he's talking about. He's watching.
Watching from
You
afar.
probably can't even see that because there's no cameraman. Zoom the fucking.
Oh,
Because I got my cameraman over here, jib jabbing.
Hey, we're sorry, you know.
It's the Watcher. Anyway,
It's Dark
the
Phoenix
movie's
Saga.
out. Dark Phoenix Saga. Uncanny X-Men 129 through 137. This collects them all. You get it in this form, or you go read your book. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
That is how you do it.
What else you got in the box?
Yeah, number 2 of what we have here this week is
New
Marvel.
Comic Wednesday!
We've gone from DC, now we're going to Marvel.
How do you feel about that cover?
Silver Surfer Black. I like the
Title sounds cool.
Yes, it sounds cool. I like the colorful
Issue
hand
is
here.
about.
But if I'm honest, Mr. Tradmore with the illustrations, I'm not a fan of this iteration of Silver Surfer. The look of it.
Is he in that way the whole thing, or is that
Yes.
just like some cover shit?
Yes, I know. I went through it, and it looks like this the whole way.
It's a one.
It's a one of.
I think it's a limited
this
series.
5, I believe.
Yeah, good.
So this is Silver Surfer Black. He's back, but it's only 5 issues.
I think
But it's a
the
number
premise
1.
is he gets sucked into a black hole or something.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go.
Yes.
It's sucked into a
So,
literal fucking black hole.
It's a number 1, so.
Oh, that's terrible. I hate that.
Yeah, I'm
Who
not a
drew
fan
that?
of that. Was middleman Trad Moore or whatever.
Trad Moore did
Yeah,
that?
the story's by
Donnie's. This is Donnie Cates.
Yeah, Donnie
This is
Cates.
Donnie.
Yeah, he does
Donnie's hot.
good. His stories are good.
Not physically, I've never seen the man, but his stories are hot. His books are hot.
Yes.
Trad Moore, never heard of him.
He's the illustrator on that book there that
What
you're
about
holding.
Dave Stewart? What's he do?
He might be the inker or something, I don't know.
Oh,
But I'm
just
just,
too much in the eyes, I think.
yeah, they
Put a
look
lesson in the
wavy and.
Yeah, let's hold this up for, well, hold it up for half our audience, because our listening audience, we'll just,
If you know the original Silver Surfer, and you know that, and you've seen this new one, you'll know.
here it is. That's what we're used to. Here, that's just what we're used to. I mean, it does look like he's wearing underwear, which is fucking weird. I'm gonna come up, you're gonna lose me a second.
All right, Comic Book Dad's coming up.
There's what we're used to. That's
Original
all.
number 1 right there on that he's holding out to you people, and this is the new design with the new age illustration, we'll call it.
Just, I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it.
I mean, everything at one point new. It might be good. It
It's
might
new.
be a
You
whole
gotta give
story.
it a chance. It could be
Exactly.
great. Johnny doesn't do shit.
He has
Nah,
good, he has good graphic stories.
Well, anyway, it meets the criteria. It's a 1.
So this
Trying to
week,
get you guys into something new. You're not, you haven't read Silver Surfer in a while. I don't know if he's been in a book in a while.
I think
don't
he's
know.
been away for a while. This is his return as
His
a limited
return.
series.
Look, I'm getting you right back in there. We're getting you back in there.
5 issues.
Bang.
5 issue limited series.
Bang.
New Comic Wednesday, June
Bang.
12th.
Rip it and rip it. If you were waiting, there it is. I fit it in. I didn't forget.
He had to get it in there.
I didn't forget.
He had to.
Let me get comfortable. How long have we been yip-yapping so far? We're up 27 minutes.
There we go.
Let's keep it going.
So number 1s of both. Pick 'em up
Show
this
me again.
week.
Show me again. If you don't mind.
Bam.
I don't know if
Event
they can see it.
Leviathan, number
Here, you want
1.
me to get up? All right,
Show
let
it
me
to him. And then show him the Silver Surfer. Event Leviathan,
You got too
number
close?
1. Darth Maul inspired robot. Could be some character I'm not familiar with.
Look at that. We're
Hey,
going to
hold
talk
on.
on that.
We're going to talk on that in 1 second.
All right, here. New comic.
And
What
that's
is that?
Silver Surfer. Limited run.
And then there, I haven't heard.
There's another show right there, because everything is a show nowadays.
Coleman, hold on while I'm up. Ding, 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 ding. Look, this
What
is
else do we have?
If you are into the Cloak and Dagger TV show,
Which everyone.
this is what they
a
look
lot
like.
of teenagers seem to be into that show, from what I hear.
Here's the books right here.
There we go.
Cloak and Dagger. This is from 1983.
Yep. 'cause if
This
you look at the back of
motherfucker's
it-
as old as me.
Look at the back of it. It has Return of the Jedi, 1983.
Oh,
right
look
there.
at that video game like Popeye eating his spinach. Look at that. 1983. There's your cloak. There's your dagger. I don't know which one's which. Sorry. God, sorry.
There's your cloak and there's your
There's
dagger.
your cloak. There's your dagger.
So we've moved on
All right,
from
look.
cloak and dagger.
On the back of this, we're gonna check back the comic book. No, this is the back. This is TV Land now.
It ties into everything. So, DC Universe, another paid subscription service that you have to have, launched Swamp Thing about 2 weeks ago.
Swampy.
Came out 1 episode,
Yes.
and it got Netflix, aka erased. It got deleted right away.
Alan Moore's son.
The show got
Alan
canceled.
Moore's son.
They got 10 episodes in the can. No second season. It's canceled. Swamp Thing is done.
It's like a horror flick.
I watched the first 15 minutes
Oh,
of
you
it.
did?
It's very cool.
Is it?
It's dark. It's not Marvel light happy stuff.
No.
It's DC. It's the Swamp Thing, but yes, it's like a
You
horror-ish.
like it?
I do. I want to see. I'm gonna wait till 3 or 4 are out and just binge them
Ooh.
because, like I said, there's only 10 and they're
He
doing
likes
once a
it.
week. Swamp Thing.
Mikey, he likes it.
Swamp Thing is cool,
Really?
but it got canceled.
Why?
They were saying something about North Carolina.
North
They were
Carolina?
filming it.
They didn't give him their tax.
Yeah,
break
they didn't
or
give them the
something?
taxes and
You think you would have lined that up before you dropped like $40 million?
to make a swamp set, but you're not going to go build in another state now because
Swampy.
that's
fucked.
Swamp Thing could have been cool. Horror series, horror
That's fucking
could have been
fucked.
great,
Shit.
but Swamp Thing is done.
You want to read some Swamp Thing stuff? There's the original stuff, and then there's Alan Moore.
Yeah, yes.
That's when Swamp Thing was way cool. I don't have that to show you. It's somewhere.
But it exists. Swamp Thing
It
definitely.
exists.
Alan Moore, Swamp Thing.
Google it, or don't Google it. Just everybody Google everything. Fuck it.
Yes.
Alan Moore is where you want to get in the Swamp Thing. It's great.
If you're older, you
It's up
might
on
like the
the show.
original, but hey.
Yes, I mean, it's not on this show. I'm
Oh.
pointing to my My upstairs shelf.
Ah, okay. I didn't realize where we were going with
That's
that.
my thumb's pointing up.
There we go. Thumb is pointing up.
We did New Comic Wednesday.
Yes, New Comic Wednesday is done.
I don't know if anything else that came out. Do you?
I picked up the Batman Who Laughs.
Oh yeah, look, I was in the I finished work, right? I'm going boom, boom, boom. Stop my comic book store before I pick up the kids, right? I stroll in there. I got like 4 minutes. I go boom, 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 boom. Grab my picks. This Dumbledore walks through the door, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I got out
What'd
of
you
work.
pick up?
I only picked up the Batman Who Laughs #6. The final issue in that. The variant cover. Looks badass.
You have the other 5?
I do. Yes. I read
How's that story?
It's a pretty cool story. I mean, it's interesting. It's weird because the Batman that laughs, a little weird character with that, with the face, and he's got spikes on it.
You got the thing over
Yeah,
there?
the visor, and then
Yeah.
it
He's a
changes
character?
you. He's interesting.
Really?
You know, it's an interesting series, and
This
it
is
ends.
number 6?
Yes, it's
Does it
6
end?
of 6. Yeah, I didn't read it yet. I'll go home probably read that tonight or tomorrow.
He's gonna read it tonight or tomorrow.
But that's the only thing I picked up this week because I wasn't looking for anything in particular except to finish out that saga.
Oh, he's just reading for him. I gotta make this for you. Boom, boom. Subscribe us, comment us, and if you have a cool name for our podcast, type that in. Give us some ideas. We need to name this show so you can listen to us in your car, during your jog, walking on that treadmill, boom, 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 running down the street, driving, whatever you're doing. Listen to us. We need a name for our podcast.
This is true.
It is true.
It is. We definitely need that.
I don't have anything else to talk about. Oh, here.
What do you got? Comic book.
Well, I mean, we'll
Dad?
go for it. I'm not going to say Joe with that or anything. I'm just saying, if anybody's interested as to what is on my book, my nightstand, you call it a nightstand?
I do. Yes.
Is that an old person name?
I mean, it's a nightstand. It's a.
Or that's the name for that?
I don't know. But
So
end
it's a
table,
End table?
maybe,
It's at the end.
and it's a table.
What's it at the end of?
Your bed, your room,
No, my feet are at the end of my bed.
and go with the
This
nightstand.
is next to my head.
It's a nightstand. It's a stand for your things at night.
They don't stand, they sit.
It's a holder for things at night.
No, why it's called a
You
nightstand.
just go with it.
All right. Well, anyway, you're curious as to what the comic book dad, that's me, is reading. Right now, I'm in the complete epic Age of Apocalypse, book number 1. I'm only like boom, boom, 5/8 of the way done. I don't know.
9/8.
Here, I'm
Interesting
that.
measurement.
I've read that, and that's what I have to go. You do the math there,
It's
Johnny.
about 5/8 right there. A little over halfway is what he's saying. Let me just say a little over halfway. I had to get technical and call it
Have you ever heard of the
5/8.
character Blink?
Blink? Yes, I do believe I've seen Blink.
She
once
blinks
or-
and then teleports.
Yes,
She's like Nightcrawler.
but
She's
female.
a girl, and she's called Blink.
yes. Very inspired changing of the name and
Look at this crotch shot.
yeah.
It's terrible.
They do a lot of those.
Here, I gotta get up.
They,
get up
they seem
again.
to do a lot of those.
Look at this shot. What idiot drew this?
Yeah.
Sorry if you're a good artist, but it's a fucking terrible drawing.
But if you want to see a funny crotch shot,
Oh, pull that
let's
out.
look into Silver Surfer
There
Black
is the
#1 real
That's
quick.
funny. We could have talked. Look, I wanted to show this last night. I'm like, I gotta talk about this today on the first ever episode.
Yes.
And it's a crotch shot. And then while we're getting ready, setting up, he goes, "Yo, look at this crotch shot."
I'm not holding this one up. I'll let the
I'll
comic
hold
book
it
dad
up.
hold this one. It's something.
I don't even understand why.
Interesting angle. Why? That's just straight up Silver Surfer's junk without junk. He's got no underwear on. He's got nothing. He's just silver, nothing there. But it's a straight up shot. It's like an Instagram photo or something for the kids.
Let me get on the fuck. What the fuck?
Eh?
So it's for you guys at home. Let me describe this. We're not watching. There's, all right. If you're laying on the ground and Silver Surfer has his legs spread over your face, but like he's standing there, so it's like 4 foot away from his junk, but you're directly under his junk. And in the background, people are falling on you. There's like the cosmic Ghost Rider. He's back there. He's like falling. And there's a Beta Ray. What's his name?
Beta Ray Bill?
Yeah, he's there. He's falling toward you. There's orange squiggly lines. But then there's Silver Surfer and his non-existent sack. And then his... Now I'm going to do a quick count for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. There's 10 there. 10 there. He's got like a 30-pack.
The man is built.
He's got a litter.
Silver Surfer, he's built. He's jacked.
Got a litter.
Lawrence
Flash.
Fishburne played him well, but he is
my
jacked.
god, I'm looking at this now. This just isn't my art style.
No.
Yeah, it's trippy, man.
Yes, that might be the word for it. It's cosmic-y, trippy.
It is cosmic-y, and let's not disregard
That's
it
what they're
just
going
because
for.
it's different. This is maybe early Doctor Strange stuff.
Ah, yes.
That was supposed to be.
Yeah, that was psychedelic at that point.
That might be this.
Yeah.
I've never read any of that.
Just now in 2019, we're going.
And this might be if you've ever read some Batman and Arkham.
Ah, yes,
And
I
I don't
remember
know
that
what the
book that you
title
showed
is.
me. Yeah.
Okay.
What was that?
Arkham.
That was
Town
artistic.
Infinite Just Google some Batman artistic.
Batman watercolorish almost.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
trippy.
He went through all his rogues gallery of the villains.
It's a good book.
It was a quality
That's
book.
on the top Batman list.
Yeah, it's not Hush. I know that.
No, it's Arkham, some place
Ah,
on
yeah,
Earth or
yeah.
something.
Yeah, the nice place or the funniest place on Earth or something.
Oh, it's whack.
It was trippy, but it was a hell of a story.
You should read it. It's good.
It is good.
Back to what we were talking about. This is on my nightstand. Getting into it. It's 90s stuff, so the art is 90s art, But I wanted to show you that crop shot because that's cool. This is, if you don't know about this though, this is what bugs me though. I'm reading number 1, and then I have 2 and 3, but then I also have a prologue.
Nice.
So it's 4 parts. I've read this 4 parts, but naturally I picked up number 1 because I knew there was a prologue book there. But if I don't like the story, then the prologue could just be babbling bullshit. But I didn't think that you had to read the prologue to understand the story. That should have been 1. This should have been 2.
It's true.
This story just picks up, and Magneto's the leader of the X-Men because Charles Xavier died. And they reference it 1,000 times, but I'm not sure what the fuck happened. So I'm gonna have to finish this and then read 2 and then 3 and then maybe bounce back to prologue. I don't know. Mr. Sinister's in this.
We'll go out of order with it.
X-Man. He's making X-Man. Sinister's a big character in this. But some of this 90s art is just dreadful. Look at Rogue. I just don't. She looks like a. It looks 90s.
Yeah, that's the 90s style. That was the era there.
I guess. But I didn't know Magneto was the leader of the X-Men.
Yeah, there was a whole
Shit
lot
on my head.
All right.
That's what's on Comic Book Dad's nightstand. I'm gonna try and finish that tonight. Unless I get too toasty. No, I'll just go to sleep.
There you go.
But anyway, that's what I'm reading.
That's what you're reading.
What do you got going on?
There was another show cancellation, another comic book show inspired that just got canceled. Deadly Class over on Sci-Fi.
What's that about?
That was I watched like 1 episode. I didn't realize you could curse on Sci-Fi. No. You can say everything on that. I watched 1 episode for 10 minutes. They said fuck 12 times in about 2 minutes on Sci-Fi because it's after 10 o'clock at night.
Why was it 10 o'clock?
That's like when basic cable, or when cable doesn't have to be.
That was like the old Comedy Central?
Yeah, but that was midnight.
Oh, why is it different now?
I don't know, but if you watch FX, Taboo, that show they cursed all the time. They said F all the time with Tom Hardy.
I have no idea.
Sci-Fi, it was another show based on the comic book, graphic novel. It was like a high school kind of thing. A group of teenagers, a class of teenagers. Yes. And they're like, they get powers and everything. No, it's not First Class. It's Deadly Class. A whole different book.
And it was good?
But I mean, like I said, I only jumped in for a little bit of it, but it was a comic book, and it was then also canceled after 1 season. So,
Who owns Sci-Fi?
I'm not sure who owns it. Sci-Fi at
Is there a Superman show on Sci-Fi?
Yeah, it's Krypton.
You ever seen that?
Krypton, I've only watched like 1 episode.
Any good?
Sci-fi shows are weird to me.
Not Smallville?
I love Smallville. I have all 10
You'll
seasons.
do WB, but you won't do Sci-Fi?
I will do CW, yes. I will do CW. I watch Arrow until it ends next season. I will watch that show all the way through.
What is the difference between Sci-Fi and CW? Because you know a lot more than I do.
I mean, just the production value. They have more money on
CW. Has more money than Sci-Fi?
They shoot it all in Canada. And that's
what?
Kevin Smith
Kevin
directed.
Smith was just there.
He directed Supergirl, The Flash.
Arrow?
No, he hasn't done Arrow.
He's done Flash.
Yeah, he's done many Flashes.
And Supergirl.
Supergirl.
Shout out to Kevin Smith.
Yeah, man.
We've seen him twice.
Yes.
Twice?
Hilarious. Great man.
Great dude. Just
And-
listen to him on the Joe Rogan podcast. 2 podcasts I've read now.
Ah, there you go.
Not read it. Watch.
And listen.
Yeah, but I wasn't like, yeah. I wasn't driving in my car podcasting.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I was
sure.
watching. I like to see.
Yeah.
Like,
No, yeah.
I like to see when the 2 people talking. He says something in his facial
Yeah.
expression, and then when Joe's like, "What?" And
Yes.
he's like, "Ooh."
You
And
gotta have
then they both
expression.
start smoking. And they're like,
Yes.
"Oh, no fucking stone." And then Joe just goes, man.
Yes.
It's so good.
We get into it.
Joe can go just like Kevin can.
Yes.
He can start
Yes.
talking.
Joe will talk for days on end.
Oh, I love that
I mean,
shit.
Kev will talk for 5 hours
Yeah.
at a time, and I'll listen every second.
Every second. Joe's
Every
good
damn
too.
second.
Joe's good too.
Back to sci-fi.
Haven't seen it? What's it
I
called?
have Krypton, the show.
No, the one before that.
Oh.
The one that got canceled.
Deadly Class. Deadliest Class or Deadly Class. One of those two.
I like it.
I don't know, but it was canceled. It lasted 1 year on sci-fi.
Maybe so.
It might have. You know, it had some viewers, but things happen, so it got canceled. That's another show.
How
But
about the movies, Mr. Movie Man? What was top at the movies this week?
that would have been. It was not Aladdin, and it was not. It was a Secret Life of Pets 2. Animated. Kevin Hart, Tiffany Haddish.
I just, speaking of Joe Rogan and Kevin Smith, I just realized why they do sequels.
Funny? The first one?
No. Not what Kevin said. He said it takes a fuck ton of money and work to build your background, your castle, your stuff.
Yes.
And it would just be like if you build all that shit like in Waterworld. Like they just built that and they filmed one movie.
And it was done.
And then it was done. Same for if you did one Secret Life of Pets. They have all that shit there.
In the computer, it's just on.
Right, but someone has done it.
Yes.
Lots of people have done it. It's there.
Yes.
It's a real life city. I mean, just in a computer.
Yes.
So why not just put some fucking characters in it again and reuse that whole same back shit?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
I mean, it's it's.
That's why they do it.
The
It's
first one
easier
makes
to do
a
that.
shit ton
They
of
already
money.
have it.
Secret Life of Pets, the first one, huge.
Yeah, but they already have it. They already have the
Yes.
cell. It's already built.
It's not
So
enough.
just stick some characters in it, change the story.
Nah,
You already have all that back stuff.
that's why you have
You don't have to
9
build
Fast and
Waterworld
Furious
again.
franchise of those movies. You got 9 of those now,
Oh,
or
God.
9's coming out. Because rinse and repeat.
You ever see Waterworld?
Of course, I've seen Waterworld with Kevin Costner. Shout out to the mid-90s right there.
Is that when that was?
Yeah, 95, I want to say. 95. Saw that at McDade Movie Theater.
I saw it either with my mom, your mom too, or my grandmother.
Yes.
I think it was my grandmother,
Yeah, possibly.
and they showed a woman's ass.
Yeah, she,
And I was
she stabbed.
uncomfortable with them. It's like, oh, I'm sitting with my grandma.
Yes,
seeing
and then
woman's
all of a
ass.
sudden, ass.
There wasn't a ass.
Yes, there was.
When did
one
that movie come out?
95.
And I was born in '83. I was
You were
12.
12. I was,
And I was sitting with my grandmother,
I was 8.
and I saw a woman ass.
Yeah.
And I was like, how do I do it? My grandmother's here.
What
to
do
see
I
her
do?
womanly ass, but there's a womanly ass. Ugh, what do I do?
You didn't know.
I don't know.
Tender Age of Slow.
Something happened.
Waterworld was what
Look at all
Waterworld
the
was.
splatoons.
There's a lot of splatoons going on there.
Some of them are big, some of them are small.
That's true. Depends how loud we're being.
Let's see what happened. You would think that would have just went up.
Yes.
That's
Well,
weird. I hope this is recorded.
dear God.
Or
Oh, dear
at
God.
least you'll be, unless
Yeah.
battery's died over there.
Oh, God.
How many minutes are we at? We're 43 minutes.
There you
The
go.
battery could have died. The camera could be full.
Could
you want to
be.
do a check? I'll do a check real quick.
You got to be careful, sir. Be
I'll
careful. Hold the tripod or. There you go.
It's still good.
All right.
It says we've only been recording for 12 minutes.
Why is it only going to 12?
Maybe it's,
Maybe it's doing 2 files every half hour.
I don't know. The battery's about to die on that.
On what? Camera?
Yeah.
What can we do? Can we plug it in?
Oh,
Oh, dear God.
you guys are going to lose us. Maybe this will be like, oh, hold on. Let's end the show. Our first ever show. Boom, sucker. Record us. Do us. Boom, just boom. That's our first episode. We'll see you next week. But stay tuned for our podcast listeners. We're going to go behind the scenes. We're just going to keep talking. You guys are going to lose us because that battery's going to die. Whenever that cuts out, I'm saying goodbye now. This is Andrew. He's saying goodbye now.
Peace out.
Well, he said peace out. He didn't say goodbye. We're going to keep talking. If you cut us, we cut us. I'm sorry. I'll
Join
do
us
better
on the
next
podcast.
week. We'll, do that. And we'll juice us up to get us some extra minutes. Now we know. 2/3 of a battery lasts about 40 minutes on that. Now we know. Sorry. It's the first
Comment,
episode.
like, subscribe, do everything. Let
Do what
us
he
know
said.
what you're thinking of this new format of this show.
Do what he said.
See if we like the Comic Book Dad's new version. See, hey, say if you don't like it. Say if you hate me. I don't care.
And you can listen to this.
That's how you get out of there on a high note. Right
And
there.
that one. Maybe the battery died before I did that.
Maybe.
Let's keep going on the podcast.
Why not?
All right. Where were we?
So we were at a Deadly Class. Well, we were talking about Secret Life of Pets 2.
You were.
That didn't really do too much. I mean, you know, it made.
And
half
that
of
was
it
the
for-
number one.
Yeah.
That kicked off. What was it last week? Godzilla.
Yeah, Godzilla
Godzilla opened
tanked
at
this week.
47 million.
Yeah, which was horrible considering the first one did 93 million.
So
Oh no,
let
it
me
did,
look at my
did
last.
102 million.
What?
First Godzilla, I think it made over close to 100 in its first weekend.
How many weeks is it? Third week now? Maybe we made 47
Godzilla?
last week.
No, Godzilla opened with 47.
Okay.
This was only the second weekend that just happened, and it tanked.
I'm just gonna bust out my notes.
They can't see that movie.
Maybe they can. So last week the top 10 was Godzilla at 47, Aladdin at 42, Rocket Man was 25,
I still have to go check that out. I've heard great things about it.
Something About Ma was 18,
Hey, a horror film.
John Wick was 11,
Yeah, I'll talk about that if you want.
Avengers was at 8,
Still making a little bit of money.
Pokemon was at 6,
It could have been better.
Book Smart was at 3.
What was that? 3 million?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah, because that movie apparently is supposed to be so good, but nobody saw it.
Brightburn was at 2,
I'll check that out on DVD.
The Hustle did $1 million,
The remake of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
and then
With-
Shazam was still there.
Hey, Shazam
At
still made
14th
money.
place,
I like it. Still making more.
$487,000.
$1,000. $487,000. Jesus. Yes.
So look, Avengers was closing in domestically. They were at 8 something last week.
Yeah.
Not going to reach it.
That's not. It's
Star
not
Wars.
hitting. It's not gonna hit Star Wars.
Not gonna hit Star Wars,
Nothing
and
like
it's
that.
not gonna get. I don't
Not
think it's
even
gonna get
with Global.
Avatar.
It'll
Yeah.
settle for second for everything.
Wow, and Avatar only was just one movie,
Yes.
and this was 22.
But that was because
Why
the
was
3D.
That's all it was?
3D
That was
world-
the first movie ever.
It was the biggest thing ever in 3D.
So
was
if it
when
didn't
the
have
boom-
3D,
It would have made not nearly that. But
was the
overseas,
only thing that
loved
got
it.
one?
Yeah.
I saw
China-
that in 3D.
So did
I was
I.
blown the fuck away.
That movie was.
I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about 3D.
Oh, okay,
That
yeah.
was blown
Back
away.
in 2009, the 3D was something to see,
Blown away.
and now
Was it-
it's
It was more than just a movie. It was an experience.
yes.
You can't say that about. You could say that about. You can't say that about everything.
That's why that movie.
You go to see Aladdin, you're not having an experience. You're just
Will
seeing
Smith is blue.
ludicrous.
I've heard good things. I've heard it's actually
Jesus
pretty good.
Christ.
It's making some money.
Godzilla stomped its face last
Godzilla. Yeah, no, Aladdin had opened a week before.
week. Did it?
Made like 100+ million in the Memorial Day weekend.
I've
It
never
did
seen
good.
Godzilla.
I've heard. I want to see Godzilla. I've just heard the human aspect sucks.
They said, based on the shittiness of this, that Kong versus Godzilla might be pushed back
Yeah,
from
Which-
the beginning to the
from
end.
March till the end of the year.
Yeah.
I
So
wouldn't
they can
recommend it.
make it better
I wouldn't recommend it.
or fix it.
Let it do what it does. If it fails, it fails.
What are
at
they
this
going
point.
to do? Reshoot, or they're just
No,
gonna
they're gonna-
change the CG?
They're gonna just change some of the stuff, and if it's all night shots, then they probably make it day shots.
Why?
Make it, because Kong
Kong
Skull Island
Kong Skull Island was cool.
was cool because everything you could see easily.
It was mean.
Godzilla, the film that has Godzilla in it for 12 minutes,
Did he always go up to night?
it's dark and it's raining. You can't see a damn
Who's
thing.
he fighting this one?
Mothra, Ghidorah, King Ghidorah, and Mothra's in there, and Rodan maybe.
Is it Belmont?
I don't know. It's
He's
a-
supposed to be like the
The
old
monsters.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be like. I think he was like sad. And,
Oh, it
Like-
destroyed everything.
yeah. So he was like in like retirement.
Yeah, he looks pregnant.
Really?
Like
And then he has to be like brought out like fight
the
these
new,
young guns.
the new Godzilla looks weird. He looks like chunky.
Really?
Like even in the last one, he looks.
Because he was sad and he was just at the
Did he
bottom
eat
of
his
the
feelings?
ocean, just eating sharks. And stuff.
Oh, okay. So that's what
Maybe
Godz-
that's it.
He's jacked up on sharks.
I think he's supposed to be an older Godzilla who's depressed.
So he's old man Logan, but has a
Yes.
lizard.
That's what I'm saying.
Interesting.
That's what I'm saying.
Interesting.
I don't think he dies at the end. They're gonna make.
No, they have Kong. They
They're
have
not gonna
Godzilla
end
versus
like
Kong.
Logan.
No.
You haven't seen Logan. Fuck you. Sorry.
It's 2 years plus old, so you know.
So fuck off.
So spoiler alert:
It was a
Logan
fucking-
died.
He did die.
Hugh Jackman died.
He did. Not in real life.
No, Hugh Jackman's character died.
What else? So we hit on the comic book.
Yes.
We talked about what I'm reading.
So I got.
We parlayed to that.
Yes.
You got anything in your pocket?
I got some notes. I got a few notes here because you
I
know.
have to piss like a fucking tiger.
You got to piss like a tiger. Well, I have a couple things to go on.
Do you want to talk about them by yourself? While I go take a piss?
I mean, I could talk about.
I was watching Joe Rogan and he took a piss. And Kevin Smith just kept talking.
Because Kevin Smith just talks.
Alright, well, you talk about something. I gotta take a
I'm
piss.
going to talk about something then.
Alright, I'll be back with you.
Alright. So, interesting news here. Looks like Phantasm from the old Batman Mask. What was it? Mask of the Phantasm from 25 years ago. That classic animated film. Looks like he is finally going to be put into a comic book after all this time. 25 years later, Phantasm's actually going to come into the comic book realm, which could be very cool. You know, hopefully they do that character justice and they didn't just wait 25 years and put out a crappy story arc or something. You know, that could be very cool. I'll definitely take a look at that at some point when it actually hits shelves. I will definitely take a look at that. What else do we have? We have movies we can talk about. We have TV. We have everything. So it's looking like I said, Phantasm's going to come back into the comics.
Alright, take a piss.
There you go. So the next thing, I know we were talking about sci-fi
What's he been
earlier.
talking about?
I was talking about Phantasm, the old Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
Orgasm?
No, Phantasm.
Is there a cover? It's coming out?
It's not coming out yet. They're just
Catwoman? And Batman in the background? Or some...
Phantasm, maybe? Yeah, it might be. I don't know if it's coming out soon.
Yeah.
I know he's finally getting released into a comic 25 years after the fact.